I try to put my best face forward when it comes to this whole console war thing. I think it's silly. I honestly do. I think it's incredibly silly. I think Xbox is better for a lot of reasons, but at the same time, I don't hate PlayStation. I mean, I probably most certainly won't play a PlayStation or buy a PlayStation again after this generation, after, they had just a terrible, terrible, time with that place. Didn't even play it for a year, and then when I go to try and play it, it looks terrible. So, again, I honestly hope that things can get better, or they can start to offer something that looks halfway interesting or halfway decent, at the end of the day. But so many people are looking at Spider-Man, right? And they just go, listen, that game looks amazing. It looks this, it looks that. It looks like Spider-Man, right? Like, am I crazy? It looks like Spider-Man. I don't know. Like, can maybe one of you help me out? It literally looks like Spider-Man. It looks like the Spider-Man games, the ones that we just seen. There is so much hype over this, and we've seen it all before. We've seen it all before, and it's honestly kind of embarrassing to see where people's heads are with this type of thing, right? Oh my gosh, but this time it's got Venom. Venom, guys. It's got Venom. Okay, a Spider-Man game with Venom. Seems like it checks out. I mean, honestly, like, this game, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I have no issues with it, like, per se, but when you look at some of the stuff, like, look at how, and I've did a video on this before, look at every single Xbox game that releases, right? These games are scoring in the mid 80s, even upper 80s, and people are still finding ways to kind of trash them, and I feel it's kind of unfortunate, but I feel like when you do that, it's going to breed more stuff like this, and from other Xbox fans that are going to nitpick everything that PlayStation games do. And the interesting thing to me, and the funny thing to me, is that this game looks incredibly like the last one, and people are kind of losing their minds over it. Oh, it's going to be this, and like, listen, I think this game is probably going to score in the mid-80s as well. I don't think it's going to be a bad game by any means, but I think people need to chill out and back off on this a little bit. I understand that Sony's had an incredibly weak year in terms of first-party games, but that does not mean that we're going to go out there and just go, oh man, they've got this best beast game or whatever. I honestly don't think that, it's an incredible thing or an incredible game or anything like that. I think that honestly it's just a game that's going to be like another Spider-Man game, and I hope that it does well, and I hope that that people that are really looking forward to it look forward to it and enjoy it. But I honestly just feel like at the end of the day, people are just looking to hype it up just because it's a PlayStation exclusive, right? Like, I can almost guarantee you that if this game were an exclusive on Xbox, same developer, same everything, you would look at probably multiple points lower than the actual game will end up on PlayStation. And we can see this, right? We've seen it numerous times before where people are getting so much hype on these things, right? And it's just sort of ridiculous. And I hope that people kind of keep this stuff in check, because I don't think that it deserves it. There are games out there that do deserve incredible hype. Starfield, for one, which was just the most incredible experience I've had this generation. It's a game that 100% deserved the hype that it got, and I'm glad to see that people really kind of took to it and said, hey, you know what, this game is incredible. It's everything that we wanted it to be. And sure, there's going to be people that honestly go out there and they're upset by it, or they're whatever by that fact. And I'm sorry that Starfield being great has upset you, or that it's not on PlayStation. But a game not being on PlayStation when it would have before doesn't mean that the game is all of a sudden bad, or that Microsoft is bad, or any of this nonsense. I honestly think that that's one of the weakest narratives, that it's that's something that would happen. You know what I mean? Like, to me anyway, that's how it kind of looks. I think that honestly that just kind of blows my mind, boggles my mind, that that's something that's kind of happening. And it seems like it's happening a lot, where these people are kind of just going, hey, I can't wait to play this Spider-Man game. It should be game of the year. It should be that. It's like, hell no, that shouldn't be game of the year. I just feel like people are getting way ahead of themselves with it. Too much hype. And the funny thing is, right, I think people are going to be taking down a few pegs when it comes to this. It's going to be interesting to find out. But anyway, I guess we'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody kind of reacts to this. I'm looking forward to seeing the reviews, all that kind of stuff, and hopefully we get some equal treatment from some of these developers, right? Oh, it hasn't changed, and blah, blah, blah. I think, honestly, that this game is going to be Insomniac's Arkham Knight, where it's going to be a good game, but people are kind of caught on to the entire thing now. So, that we'll see what happens. I don't know. That's one of the things that we'll have to wait and see for. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'm Crap Gamer, racking them up again. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer, out.